Hey everybody, Captain Carrera here. I'm got a 2014 Street Glide here today that I'm going to be testing the 2014 HD SMH10 harness. Basically, what this is it's a Bluetooth harness for the new Harley Davidson stereos. Those of you that have this bike or the Ultra Classic or even the trikes that have either the was it the 6.5 radio or the smaller version of it that's not the touchscreen. What it does is that phone will sync with your cell phone, but then there's actually no way to communicate unless you're wired in through your little dashboard or you got one of the little uh, comms cable ports kind of stuck down on your tank. I didn't like the idea of having a little wart on my tank, and obviously I don't have that cable there. So I was looking for a solution. Got on the HD forums and found this blog from Fox to Kill or Steve Schmidt, who designed this harness. I took his designs, made my own, and that's what I'm here testing with for you guys today. So first off, on this bike, the connectors for it, there is no connector that I was aware of anywhere through here. It basically connects into my fairing. So I took the actual cover to the fairing off. I've actually got that inside the house. It was just 4 screws, one down there and then one behind the light, and then the same thing on the other side. And then I'll come around and show you guys the other side. Tight garage, it's cold and wet outside, so I'm not screwing around with that. All right, so on this side, it was just once I took off those 4 on the back side, I guess if you want to call it, I came around to the front side here, and I took out the 3 screws, 2 and 3, took out my windshield, and then just pulled off the fairing, and then separated the light before I pulled everything away. And then I've actually got the fairing just sitting inside the house, so it's inside and safe and not getting scratched up. All right, so now that I'm here inside the fairing, you guys can see the actual Molex connector. This is the end of the harness. What I've got here is the male end that connects to the bike side, which is where the comms port goes. Actually, for those of you that don't know, this is where your CB hooks up, and then it actually just mounts sitting sideways right here if you had it. I don't have it, but it is an addition that should be on the way here soon. This is a little pass-through that his design, I guess, Steve's there. He added to that. I like the idea because then if I did have the actual cable, if I had the Ultra or something like that, I could just plug that in and continue to use my cable, if I choose to do so. So I added that on my version, even though I really don't need it for this as it sits. All right, so again, that cable hit snake back through, and then I'm gonna come back around and I'll give you guys a quick test of how this thing's gonna work. I think I hear my headset over there beeping saying it's got a low battery, so we'll have to do this quick. All right, so I'm gonna go to my Harley Davidson radio, and I'm gonna go to comms. By the way, when I hooked this up, there was no flashing of the radio required. It just already was set up to have a headset. I was actually told that if I add the CB, that it's pretty much plug and play, that there is no software update required for adding a CB either. So that's just a good little FYI for those that are trying to do the same. All right, so I'm gonna go to my phone, and I'm gonna go to, let's see, recent calls. All right, so I'm actually made a phone call real quick for their privacy. I'm kind of keeping that mask on the screen there, but I've got everything all set up. There's actually a phone call connected. I'm going to show you what I got set up just so for the purpose of actual being able to get some playback and for you guys to appreciate what you're actually listening to. I got my Sena SPH10 headset here. This is the microphone that I'm going to be communicating through. My actual Sena SPH10 headset, I had a little, right here with my thumb, I had a little 3.5 millimeter jack wired into the actual headset so that I can actually wear in the ear earbuds if I so chose to, because I don't like the way this one sits over the ears, but I don't know, it's Florida, I don't have to wear a helmet here, so sometimes I don't. So basically, while this phone call's going, I'm going to talk. My voice will be picked up here, and then I actually used that extra port just for the purpose of this test, and so you'll hear my voice coming out of those speakers there. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute that person so you can actually get an appreciation for the phone call there, and then we'll be done with this video. Gotta select the actual Harley-Davidson radio. Can you hear me?
I'm clear.
All right, thanks. Yeah, that's it. You can go ahead and hang up. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye. All right, so a little crazy setup over there, but obviously the other person that I called could appreciate it loud and clear. There was a little bit of feedback during my test just because the speakers that I had, I was actually just creating some extra hum because everything was picking itself back up through the speakers and the microphone and creating some background noise there. But normally that wouldn't happen because it'd be on my head and not playing through speakers. So, but definitely could appreciate the sound that's coming through from the phone call. It was loud and clear, so no issues there. One other thing that I thought was pretty cool is right now my Harley-Davidson is set to the FM stereo, and I'm turning up the volume on the bike. And if you listen back over here, again, this SMH10 is hooked up to just a set of speakers plugged into the wall right now. So I get it, that's kind of hokey, but that gives you a better appreciation for what I get to hear out of my head, and that's FM stereo coming through to the headset through that harness. It's mono, but it's not too bad. It's a little tinny kind of sound. Obviously, it's not stereo, but not too bad. So the 2014 HD SMH10 harness built by or designed by Steve Schmidt, and should be out next week from Sierra Electronics. Definitely works. Definitely an option. It worked for me. I wired up my own, and I don't know. Good luck to you guys. Be safe.